thing, just gonna do Java 17.0, turn 17.0.8, download, um, version 8, download the MSI installer, and then go to Apache Tomcat, download, and you want to download version 9. This is 10, so click 9 over here, and 9, uh, the service installer for this one. And then let's download Visual Studio Code. This is just so we can edit one of the files. Um, okay, and then last thing is to download SQL Server. https://dev.mysql.downloads/file/ question mark ID equals 536788. And then just click no thanks, just start my download. And then, so we have those three. I'm gonna open and install the Java, JDK or Java first. It's straightforward, so just click through next, yes. And then, okay, so Java has been installed. Next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna install Apache. Next, I agree. I think you need a host manager. Install the components. Yes. Tomcat 9 8080. Next. Next. And then install. And then it's gonna run it right after. And then these are just the release notes. You can just close them out. Next, I'm going to we can install the. Actually, I'm just gonna do the environment variables first. So make sure you select the system one and not just for the account. So you're gonna create new, and you wanna put Java underscore home, and then the path. After you download Java, you wanna put the path for it in there, which is this. And then click OK. And then also you're gonna add one called Catalina underscore home. And this is the Tomcat path to Tomcat. So everything that we're gonna be doing is pretty much gonna be in underneath this file, but continue. This is the one you need to copy for Catalina, and then I'm going to paste it, and then just click OK. So you got Java home, and then you got Catalina home, and then you're going to add those same ones at the bottom. So Catalina underscore home, then paste, and then press new, and then do Java underscore home, and then I'm going to copy it. Then make sure there's no extra space. So okay, so I have Java and Catalina, and then Java and Catalina. Click OK, and click OK. So next thing you're gonna need is to go to web apps, create a new folder, name it identity IQ, name it the same thing just for ease, and then go ahead and paste your identity IQ war file from Sailpoint into here. So you need to extract the contents of this file. So open up a command prompt, press CD, and then backslash. So you can go to the main C location, and then I copied the path where the file's located at that we just pasted, and then I'm gonna press enter if it works. Okay. So in order to use the jar command to extract, you're gonna have to just enter this command. Um, Otherwise, if you try to use jar to extract, it's not gonna work. So c dot slash program files, and this is the location of where Java is, JDK 17, but it's the bin folder. Um, let's see, that looks correct. So press enter, and then now you can do jar dash xvf identity identity iq.war. This is that file. You only have this file in that folder, but once you run it, it's going to extract everything to that folder. Like so. You can see now that you have some stuff in here. So just let that run. Alright, so it looks like it's done. Next thing, um, go to go back to the downloads, and then you're gonna set up this. Let's set up our server, our our database now. Just click yes. Alright, I'm just gonna pick server only. Execute, installing all of the prerequisites. Just click next. Strong password. I am not gonna use a strong password. Just for sake of this lab. And then add a user, call it admin, and then admin. Okay. In the real world, you know that you wouldn't use this. And then make sure this start at system startup, select it, and then next, and next, and then just execute. Starting the server, and then put finish, next, and finish. Okay, so only thing that hasn't been installed is this VS Code. I'm just gonna put next, next, create a desktop icon, and then next, and then install. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I am going to initialize the tables in the database. So after you set up SQL, You should have this. If not, just type in my SQL and then open the command line client. And the password, I set mine to admin, as if you recently remember. And then just close that out. And then the next thing is to go to local disk, program files, go to Apache, Tomcat. We need the path to the database folder. So web apps, go to the folder you created, Identity IQ, web INF, and then this database folder, click it, and then copy this, type source in your SQL command line client, and then paste the path to the database, and then add a backslash, and then you want to copy the name of this file, so just click rename, and then I'll be able to copy it, and then I'll paste it, and then press enter. So it's initializing the database and creating the tables inside of it. So just let that run. And alright, so while that's running, I'll just go to the next step, and then I'll come back. Go up a folder, and then double click on the bin folder, and we need to run this file. So copy the path name, go to your command prompt. CLS is to clear everything, and then I'll go to the main directory, and then I'll go and paste the path, and then I'm in that location again. So database from my SQL command line, the database tables have been created. If you want to check, you can do show databases, and then that, and then you can see the identity IQ has been created. Once that's done, you can just close it out because you don't need it anymore. And then to run that IIQ console file, you're going to do this IIQ console, and it should successfully run. Okay, now then you're going to run import init.xml to set up all the artifacts for Sailpoint. And then I'm going to go to Edge, and then I'm just going to make sure that Apache is running first before, and the way to do that is type http dot, slash local host dot 8080, and you should get you should see this, so it's running. And I'm going to edit it further and go ahead and put, okay, so this is done. I'm going to type in identity IQ slash login dot JSF question mark prompt equals true. Okay, and this is the location to access Sailpoint. As you can see, it did not find a target resource, which is where it comes in that you need to edit that IIQ file. An IIQ file can be found in classes, and then this is the file. So double click it, and it'll open up in let's see. It will open up in a Visual Studio Code. The username should be root, and this should be your password for admin. And then just go to File, click Save, and let's go to try to maybe I'll go to services and restart. Restart Apache. Okay. And I'm refreshing it again. And it says it's running. I'm probably gonna get an error. I'm getting a lot of errors trying to start this and narrow down why it gets this HTTP 404, but I still haven't figured out why. Um, okay, so it worked that time. Um, so the only thing I did change was this to root. This is the default um, username for the database. And then admin was the password that I had set in my database. Um, I didn't change anything else in this file. I've done the same steps before and I've gotten errors. So I guess it just depends. Like if you see, I'll show you this one. This is the second time. Well, actually this might have been like the fourth time I installed it. But if I go to the IIQ file in this folder, let me find it. It's in classes, IIQ. If you look at this file, I changed absolutely nothing. Like this username is default, and so is um so is the URL. Um, so if you get like any issues, you're probably gonna have to play around a bit with uh like the default one that it gives you, and then that. But this one worked out nicely for me this time. I am probably gonna try to install this again just to make sure everything um works well again. I'm trying to document the steps properly, but when things don't work out, you kind of have to manipulate. But to get in now, you type in sp admin and then admin and then press enter, and it should log you in. Um, Basically, I would just recommend following everything to the like T on what I did in this video to like minimize the possibility of any issues. Um, I have not went in here and played around yet, but eventually I'll mess around. Uh, But yeah, so I would say download the exact same files I had. Um, Make sure you download 9. Uh, I've heard of like other people having issues with um, version 10 and getting like a lot of errors. So make sure you download everything, the exact same thing. Um, Java 17.8. Uh, and yeah, just kind of like follow the commands. And, but yep. Peace.